right. Our next evaluator is Barbara Deckard, former president of this club, secretary, VP of Education, VP of Public Relations, Sergeant at Arms, overall general flunky. Just couldn't do without her. Ms. Barbara Deckard.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our guests. Hope you're having a good time. You're certainly having a good educational experience. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Carlos Munoz. Carlos is going to do the speech entitled, When It Sounds Too Good to Be True. Carlos has some strange taste in what is fun, as we have found out from some previous speeches. At some point, he began collecting scam emails. That is obvious fraud letters. He either found them amusing or he was planning to start his own scam operation. I guess that he was awfully bored, especially with his job, which has to do with technology. I'm concerned now. Whenever he received some email that he recognized as an obvious scam, he saved it. When he ran out of space on his hard drive, his disk, he deleted them all. After all, he could recreate those from junk email that he receives in a few weeks. One of the most amusing scam letters that he received was an offer to buy an acre of lunar soil for just $29. What a bargain. It was a fantastic offer, and he was tempted to buy before the piece literally reached the stars. But instead, he decided to do his speech number 3, When It Sounds Too Good to Be True. Carlos Munoz, When It Sounds Too Good to Be True. Thank you.
I must be very lucky. Recently, I was contacted by an accounting clerk from the National Bank of Iran. This guy has access to Saddam Hussein bank accounts, and he wants to get the money out of the country. But he needs an account to put it in. So he promised that if I provide him with a bank account, I will get $10 million. He also mentioned I may have to provide a small insurance deposit. And considering the amount of money I'm going to get, this sounds like a very smart opportunity. Wait a moment. I may be a neophyte at this international trade stuff, but there seems to be a few things wrong with this scheme. First, why does he need me at all? He can get a Swiss bank account. Second, and that is beside the fact that this happens to be illegal. Second, where did he get my email? Third, if something goes wrong, how will I get my insurance deposit back? He's on the other side of the planet, and I only have an email account. If more people were to ask questions like this, they will not fall to the Nigerian scam or advanced fee scam, and this is also known. This is an old scam. It dates back to 1920. After hearing this presentation, the audience will be able to recognize the Nigerian scam and 2 other common scams that are currently being used. They will also have a general set of tools to protect themselves in case they ever become a victim. The information on frauds, scams, and its variation is vast and well beyond the time at my disposal. That is why I have prepared this document. It's going to be distributed at the end of the presentation. It contains information about how to identify a scam and what to do to prevent, and what to do if you ever become a victim of one. I urge you to review this material. How do you protect yourself from a scam? First, use common sense. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Unfortunately, common sense seems to be the least common of all the senses. Second, there is no such thing as a free lunch. No one is going to give you anything for nothing. Third, protect your personal information. Even an innocent fact, like your mother's maiden name, can be used to retrieve your password from several internet websites. Check your financial statements and your credit card statements. If there is a statement that you are not receiving, contact the institution. The scammer may have ordered a change of address to prevent you from seeing what he is doing to your accounts. Ask for your credit report. One of the links provided contains information on how to obtain your credit report from the 3 major credit bureaus. And maintain copies of your financial statements for a reasonable period of time. If you have to make a claim, they will prove useful. Identity theft is another peril that you may encounter. In one notorious case, the criminal not only incurred in over $100,000 of credit card debt, he also obtained a federal home loan, bought motorcycles and handguns, all in the victim's name. Then he called the victim and he told him what he was doing to his accounts. And he also told him that he could continue to do so for as long as he wanted, because identity theft was not a crime at that time. Then he filed for bankruptcy, in the victim's name, of course. The victim spent over 4 years and $15,000 to restore their credit and reputation. The criminal, he served a brief sentence for providing false information in obtaining a handgun. He never had to make a restitution to the victim for the damage that he caused. This case, and others like this, convinced the Congress in 1998 to create the federal offense of identity theft. The fake lottery is another common scam. It affects the elderly in particular. In this case, the victim received an email or a letter containing a promotional lottery ticket from a country like Canada or Germany, and also will receive contact information on how to confirm or verify the prize. When the victim calls this number, he is informed that indeed he has a winning lottery number, and the only thing that he has to do is to pay a small processing fee. It sounds so reasonable. The Canadian Lottery has issued a warning that this is a fraud. First, they point out the only way to win at the lottery is if you actually buy a ticket. Second, you don't have to pay a processing fee. And third, they are only authorized to sell lottery tickets inside Canada. If you ever encounter a W situation, remember, there is no such thing as a free lunch. Use common sense. Protect your personal information. Check your financial statements. Ask for your credit report and maintain copies of your financial statements. According to P.T. Barnum, there was a fool born every minute. Don't be that one. Thank you.
Wherever the mouse went to.
Okay.
Not bad for a neophyte, huh? See, I'm his mentor, so that's why he said that. All right, a few change-ups here.